we are here with Mackdaddy Mike.
What's going on?
I just got to ask, how did the name Mackdaddy Mike come to be?
You were born with it, right?
You were born with it?
No, not necessarily born with it. Whenever I got into the Mack trucks, I had to think of a catchy phrase because, I'm big on the social media platform and, everybody's always, I'm a Mack daddy. I'm like, you know what? I sell Macks and I'm daddy and I'm Mike. Might as well put the trifecta together,
How old were you when you got into this industry? This was first thing out of college for you, right?
Well, I've been in the industry pretty much my whole life. My dad was in the Class 8 business. He bought and sold used trucks, pretty much set the market rate for used trucks back in 05, 06, 07, 08. So it was pretty cool. So I've been around it my entire life. Did a little bit of everything when I came out of college, and then for some reason I just kind of got drawn back towards trucks. Okay. So went over to the truck side over in Houston and kind of just drove around, started handing out my resume, started in the parts department over at Vanguard, and then ended up transferring over into the new truck department. So been over there.
Literally from the bottom.
From the bottom up, yes, sir.
When did you get into sales?
I got into sales about 6 years ago, and literally it was just I was made for sales. Yeah, I really was.
Well, as a sales guy at heart, I have a lot of game recognizes game.
Yeah, there you go.
Number one, I know how hard it is. I know how many no's you take.
Yeah.
I've seen you take 15 no's in the last 10 minutes.
That's just part of it. That's just part of it. Yeah.
Every no is one step closer to yes.
That's it. You may have 15 no's, but you'll get one yes in there.
You'll get one yes.
That's all that
That's
matters.
right.
Well, and on the subject of sales, our understanding is you're the number one Mack medium-duty sales guy writ large across the whole country. That's what they say.
Just say yes because you know it's true.
I try not to toot my own horn, but yes, I am out there.
So what is leading to your success? Because from what I see, you're much more than just a Mack truck and chassis salesman. You're more of a consultant, and you've carved out a really cool niche for yourself in wastewater.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So talk to me about that.
So I like to treat people how they want to be treated, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of how my business model is. So I treat people how they want to be treated. I take care of them, and I'm really known for after the sale. So a lot of sales guys, once they sell the truck, they're done. Talk to you later. Don't bother me. Yep. Where I'll answer my phone for anything. You have a problem. You have an issue. I'm a glorified firefighter. I put fires out for a living.
Yeah.
So that's.
And you also prevent fires too.
I prevent a lot of fires.
You got to prevent the fires first.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm just customer based. A lot of people just want to be treated with respect. Want to have a time of day, and that's I give those people what they're looking for, and again, that just brings me a lot of return business and sense.
How did you all meet again? Because I think there was a connection there.
So I called Tim. I said, I need a truck. He's like, you talk to my guy, Mike. And then I met him through Tim.
Yeah. And the rest became history. And then Mike, obviously, we became enamored with your aura. And I think that's where.
Appreciate that.
It's on brand.
It's on brand.
Absolutely right. It's a good fit for all of us, right?
And you're like Texas purebred, right?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100% born and raised in Houston. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were from the north.
No. My parents were from the north. I was.
I was going to say, I thought you were just a guy from New York City wearing cowboy boots. You're one of them fake cowboys. The one that boot scoot and boogie only on Saturdays.
Oh no. Every single day we starch pants and jeans.
Oh my God.
Do you have any crazy stories of this industry? Because I feel like there's a lot. You talk about the after sale and cultivating these relationships. Give me something crazy that happens in this. I know crazy things happen.
Man, crazy things happen all the time.
In car sales. But this is truck sales. How is it different?
Truck sales are very different. Everybody thinks that, truck sales are, fall hand in hand with car sales, and it's not the same. I mean, our cheapest piece of equipment is about $150,000, and they go all the way up to, over $1 million.
So you're dealing with businesses more than likely, most of the time.
Right. We're dealing with businesses or owners that they are buying these assets to make money, not just a car to get you from point A to point B. As far as, cool stories, the only cool story that I can really think of was when I was really little is, my dad had taken a bunch of these trucks and he was selling them overseas, and certain years and certain models weren't allowed to go overseas or cross over the border.
Why?
So we had guys in
emissions
the yard,
or something like that?
Emissions and just year models and stuff like that. So we actually had guys that would buy, trucks like yours, brand new trucks or slightly used trucks, and they would take them with a torch in the middle of the yard and they would cut the frames in half.
Oh, damn.
And then they would transfer the trucks across the border as salvage trucks. And then as soon as they go across the border, they patch them back up, put them together, and they're working trucks.
Wait, what?
No way.
Your dad did that?
No, he didn't do that. The guys in the yard did it because we didn't want any liability on us.
Wait. So they just cut the truck in half.
Cut the
and
truck.
then assembled it there.
Yep. Then we would
Welding it back
literally
together.
hand them a torch in the yard and say, you can cut your own truck up. So they would literally take a torch and blast the frame, cut the truck in two,
way.
separate the driveline, cut the wiring harnesses, the airlines, everything. So you would literally separate the truck in two pieces.
And you saw, like, you were a boy, like, on the yard.
Oh yeah, I was the one operating the forklift, putting them on top of the flatbed trucks.
Oh my God.
How old are you when this is all going down?
Oh shoot, probably 8, 9, 10 years old.
Okay.
I've been driving. I could drive a big truck before I could drive a car. So I've been around these big trucks my entire life. I was working on them, decking them, driving them, moving them, whatever needed to be done on them for the most part.
And is Dad still around? Like, I guess
Dad's not around. No, Dad passed away when I was in high school
Shoot.
unexpectedly from a allergic reaction to some medicine. But I think he'd be proud and happy for
He
what
would be
I'm
very
doing
proud
now.
of you,
Yeah,
Mike.
making
Yeah.
a name for myself in the
Yeah.
big truck industry. I mean, everybody pretty much knows me as Mackdaddy.
Yeah,
now.
you've carried his legacy, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you've really done a wonderful job.
Absolutely,
That's awesome,
absolutely.
man. And
yeah.
I understand you were married on a Mack truck.
I was, yes, sir. Yeah, got married on a Mack truck. Have the pictures to prove it.
Okay.
Mack actually ended up posting it, so
I
it was
love
a
that.
pretty cool little repost. But yeah, I'm just through and through, man. I just love Mack trucks. I breathe and
Yeah.
I'm born Mack trucks. They're American-made trucks, and that's what I stand behind.
So from the consumer standpoint, so obviously we buy all our trucks from you.
Yeah.
What have you seen? How have you seen this industry evolve since you've been in the wastewater specific industry?
Man,
Or where do you see it going?
so
And what do people want?
It's
That's a lot of questions.
That's a lot of questions. So to key on that is first getting into the septic or wastewater industry about 6 years ago, before I got partnered up with Tim, I never really knew what a shit truck was, a septic truck. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, met up with Tim, kind of partnered up with him. He's like, hey, you want to sell some septic trucks? I'm like, yeah. What kind of market does septic trucks have? It can't be very big. Come to find out, it's such a niche market that it's massive. It's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, half of my book of business now is septic trucks alone by themselves.
I mean, look
So-
at this trade show.
yeah,
Yeah.
this trade
It's
show is
crazy.
massive. This is the largest septic show in the nation. I mean,
Yeah.
it's big time,
Yeah.
big time.
And where do you see the trend going? I mean, every time I see you post, it's like I sold another truck. So there's obviously people wanting to get into the industry. There's also old dogs needing new trucks.
Mm-hmm.
So for anybody out there wanting to get into this industry, like, is there any advice you would give them, like when it comes to finding a truck, and why Vanguard, and why choose Mackdaddy Mike?
Man, for one, I would say again, you want to deal with somebody who treats you with respect, handles the business, and knows the product, right? And that's where I'm behind 100% through and through. Is I'm not going to sell you something just to sell you something. I'm going to sell you the right truck or the product for the job, regardless of what it is, what it entails, or what it costs. I'm going to give you the best product we can. That's really, at my end of the day, is my goal. Because again, the more successful that I set you up for being done in the septic industry, the more money you can make, the better you are, the quicker you come back to buy a second truck.
Yeah, and we're living testaments to that.
I was gonna say
so,
that.
Yeah, we're literally
you
living
guys
testaments
have
to that.
grown
yeah.
like a split weed. I mean, you guys are on truck 3 or 4 within a matter of a year. So,
Yeah.
Well, and
you
I
guys are
think,
blowing up.
and I'll attest to it with specifics. Like, you have our best interest at heart. Where we were coming
Absolutely.
in and we're trying to do something epic, and we're doing, and you take care of the little details. You're like, I don't know what those spiky things are on the, what is that called again?
Just your lug nut covers.
Your lug nut covers, spiky things.
Yeah, yeah.
But that was all you. I don't think we went and said
No.
we need some spiky things.
I
We
did,
were like,
what
"Trust
I
me,
tell
guys."
you? I said, just make it look cool.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
like, I got you.
I
And
got you.
I was like, oh yeah, this actually looks cool.
It looks
a lot of
great.
the times, if a customer gives me the free reign to kind of do my thing, I like to try to take care of them as I see fit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but then Mike's like, let's run up the bill.
No,
No.
we're very competitive in the industry. Vanguard's been a great backing for me as far as giving me the support, giving me the knowledge, giving me the time to really grow my name and grow my name in the industry and the business. So
Yeah.
very happy and very supportive with Vanguard and Mack being behind me.
Yeah, so I have something to say to that. So for people who don't know Vanguard, in the market for a septic truck, why go with Vanguard? Not just you,
Okay,
the company,
so-
because you've sold yourself.
Right.
Why Vanguard?
I would say going with Vanguard's one of the top reasons is because we're 41 stores nationwide. We're a triple branded or a quadruple branded dealer. We're a Mack, Volvo, Isuzu, and a Hino dealer. And again, we have 41 stores nationwide. We had a large presence. Our customer support is top notch. Our
Yeah.
what am I saying? Our inventory is damn near tier to none. I mean, nobody can compete with our inventory as far as what you need. Septic truck, concrete truck, dump truck, roll-off truck, whatever truck you need, 9 times out of 10, we have it on the ground ready to go.
I think, and kind of how that manifests, you talked about 41 locations. Like, this is one of the largest, if not the largest, at least in terms of Mack. The relationship that you guys have direct with Mack is extraordinary, and I think we've benefited from that. Where
Very much so.
The fact that we've been working with Vanguard has unlocked things that are random, like the marketing stuff that we were done. They're like, let's enhance that and accelerate that, and let's bring you on the Bulldog magazine.
Right.
And had we've been working with like Joe's whatever thing down the road, it's like they don't. But it's like, oh, you worked with Vanguard. Like Vanguard gets all the attention.
We're a great partner with Mack, and they see it on their side too. Again, we've grown their market share on the medium duty trucks substantially, and on the Class 8 trucks as well. Again, we all make a good jive, a good mix together, and so it's really worked well for everybody.
Some of the other things that we appreciate about you is like because I can't understate the importance of someone knowing the equipment better than us, because a lot of people come in and they don't know a ton, or they know a lot about the trucks that they had familiarity with, and you know everything about everything. And
I try to.
And it's beneficial. We're like,
If not, he'll call Tim.
Yeah.
We had a situation.
If I don't, I'll find out. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on.
Tim, hold on.
But wherever we were, like Kyle had the truck and he was driving. He's got like the nice air ride seat, and then I come into the seat and I was like, oh man, like this is and I couldn't find the seatbelt for the life of me, and I was just like jumping around, and I was like, man, this
It was
is
underneath the
forgot
seat, by
to
the
put a
way.
seatbelt
It was
in.
underneath the seat.
And Mike's like, I promise you guys, it's under the seat. And I was like, I promise you, it's not.
It's not.
I even kind of looked for it, but I was like driving and I was like trying to get it out. And I was like, nah, it's not here. Let's just call Mike. And it's like, I promise you, it's under the seat. And you were right. You took care of us.
Yeah, walked right outside, and I was like, there you go.
So you take care of us, Mike.
Absolutely.
We appreciate that.
No, absolutely. Like I said, you take care of who takes care of you, and that circle comes back around, and it tends to pay off tenfold.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you guys and the partnership y'all have had with us and Vanguard and Mack and everything.
Likewise.
So a lot of people that are in the industry, like they see Vanguard as just a truck and chassis salesman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talk about the unique relationship that you have with not just American Tank, but other like tank manufacturers, and why does that process work so smooth to help facilitate a final product like this? Because when you're in Vanguard, people don't think of you as like
a one-stop shop.
a one-stop shop. So
Right.
walk through that process for people.
So Vanguard's been very well about having what we call bodied up units on the ground.
Yeah.
Bodied up trucks sell. Something that's on the ground that takes an
pre-stock inventory.
pre-stocked inventory. That's right.
Yeah.
Anything that takes 8, 10 week, 12 week lead time, somebody's
Yeah.
going to be like, oh, well, I'm just going to keep shopping. I'm going to go down the road.
Because they need it right now or
We
in the
need
next
it right
month.
now.
Yep.
Exactly. Time is money, right? So they need it at this instantaneous moment.
Yep.
So a good partnership that we've had with, the American Tank Company and Tim Counts is, we always have a truck ready to go on the ground, whether it be a 1550 carbon steel or a 2,000 gallon portable restroom truck or a 2,500 gallon aluminum or a 4,200 gallon. You know what I'm saying? So between that, we've had great partners with American Tank, Galbraith, G&H, Leadwell, Heil, Heil of Texas, all those guys that we work together, and we have bodied up trucks ready to go for the customers at any point in given time.
One of the questions I have for you, Mike, because I come in and there's so many decisions to be made when you're speccing out a truck, and part of me thinks like everything needs to be perfect, and part of me is like, we have 3 trucks going on 4. Each one's a little different, and they all work from the end use case like perfectly fine for us. Do people overthink all the spec and components that they need to do? Like, or am I just being naive and I'm like, oh, actually there is like a significant difference here?
There's a lot of components and key features that have to do with these trucks. Some of them make the difference of the application. Some of them don't. It's just a lot of, oh, I prefer this or I don't prefer that.
Sure.
It's having a vinyl seat versus a cloth seat, having 24/5
Personal
versus
preference.
20,
It's
it's personal preference.
preference.
Having chrome wheels versus steel wheels. You know what I'm saying? Having a setback
We must be
axle
we
versus
must
a
be the
set
easiest
forward.
customer ever. Yeah, Mike just makes us a truck.
Just build me a truck. I got you, boys. Just don't worry about it. You'll see it in 6
Make
weeks.
it snappy.
Just make it fast.
Yeah.
Let's get one on the road.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because we've already given you our spec anyway.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You
the
know our
epic spec.
business. You know our spec. That's
Yeah.
why we can joke about it. But
Yeah.
for somebody who's just getting in the industry, it could be a little overwhelming.
It can be,
Yeah.
and again, that's why I like to people to ask questions. There's no such thing as a dumb question. You come to me, you ask a question, I'm going to lay it out there for you. I'm going to tell you the goods, the bads, and everything in between. Whether you like it or not, I'm not going to leave anything unspoken for, unheard on the table, right? And that's kind of where I'm, I guess, a benefit on my side is I tell the customers what they want to hear and what they don't want to hear, because at the end of the day, I don't want to sell you a truck or give you a product that you're not going to be happy with, or it's not a good fit for your business plan.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I know within your organization, you're known as a bit of a cowboy. How have you grown your personal brand amongst the big brand of Vanguard? Because it is something like...
Because it's really unique what you've done, because as a sales guy who's gone through the gamut, you represent the company, and they give you very strict standards.
Right.
Stay in your box. You've seen to like find your way out of the box within the big conglomerate, which is very rare. Which is a testament to how much you sell.
Right.
And they're like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. With it, top sales guys always get what they want. But I'm serious, they do. They always have special setups.
Yeah.
So,
how do you...
it's true.
It's true. I guess I don't want to put you in a compromised spot. So
no, you're fine.
Rachel,
we'll talk about like merch. Like,
No. So I mean, Vanguard's been they've allowed some of their sales guys to kind of flourish, right?
Yeah.
As long as
they're franchise players.
No.
On the team,
right answer is Vanguard wants all their sales guys to flourish.
Yeah, they do. They want everybody to flourish, ideally, at the end of the day. But I've just kind of taken what I've done and kind of spun it off differently. Nobody's really done what I've done. Nobody's done what I've
specialized. They haven't specialized.
done what I've. Yeah, nobody's done what I've done in the industry per se, right? So, and I never wanted to be the same cookie cutter box guy.
Yeah.
I wanted to be different. I wanted to be the weird guy, the different guy, what the hell is this guy doing over here? Because again, just like you guys, when you do something a little different, it tends to catch everybody's attention, and they're like, who are these guys over here? You know what I'm saying? Or,
and I bet you get a lot of flack from other people on your organization. Be like, who's this Mike guy?
Hey, I have a lot of people that make fun of me. They're like, oh, Mike, why are you always posting on Facebook?
Numbers don't lie.
And I tell them, hey,
numbers don't lie.
Half of my book of business comes from social media, believe it or not.
It's half.
Half of my book of business does.
Half.
Which is at Mackdaddy Mike. It's the handle for you, right?
At Mackdaddy Mike on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever you got. Yeah.
It's great. It's a great name. I'm sorry. It's a great name.
It just fits. It fits perfectly.
Do you have people dropping into your DMs then?
Oh, absolutely. All the time.
What type of people drop in your DMs, Mike? Tell me what type of people drop in your DMs.
We have customers. We have businesses. We have individuals. I mean, can't tell myself too much. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Mackdaddy Mike is single.
Yeah. So, and he likes to mingle. I think that's what is so good.
Yeah. We like to have a good time. You know,
all those single ladies out there.
Hey, come on now.
The other thing, because you guys know, like Kyle, in my experience on the home service side, is like the best I've ever seen in sales, and he was like cut from a cloth that seems very similar to you.
Me and Mike are the same.
We're the same kind of people.
Well, talk inside baseball. I guess tactically, like when you get into a sales conversation, you're able to do like a consultative sale. But are there any like methodologies or tactics that you use to
just shut up and listen? Listen, understand what their needs are, and then your job as a salesman is to find a solution to fill exactly what their need is in that moment.
100%.
Because if you try to sell before finding out what they actually need,
100%.
You're just another salesman.
You're just a pushy car salesman.
Pushy car salesman. But Mike, I'm going to speak for you. It's like, hey man, I'm looking for a septic truck. I need these specs. I'm like, okay, well, what's your timeline? And you ask qualifying questions. You write it all down. He's like, okay, he needs with this timeline, he needs this many gallons, he needs these setups, this custom. Okay.
You have a price point you're trying to stay between?
What price point you say, okay, great. Hey, I have something for you. I also have this option too. And you always want to give more than one option.
Right.
You never want to just pigeonhole yourself and try to negotiate on that one truck.
Yeah.
You always want to give multiple options with different timelines and let them make a decision.
I like that.
Because it's way better for you to go to the grocery store, put all your food in your basket, and within budget, you'd be like, oh, well, I don't really need this, I really need that. But if you only go for the grocery store and you have the one thing and you take it out, then you're left with nothing.
Yeah.
So you got to fill their basket up and have them make a decision.
Right. Have them cut some things off.
There's some inside baseball for you.
Well, I want some of Mike's insight. Like, I guess, is there any tips and tricks that you've picked up along the way? I guess you were born into your father being probably leading by example.
He just came from the sales side. I think I was just born, like what people say. I could sell a ketchup I could sell a ketchup popsicle to a woman wearing white gloves. You know what I'm saying?
I've never heard that. That's good.
Ketchup
popsicle to a woman wearing white gloves. It just comes to me naturally. It flows easily.
Yeah.
I'm a great people person. I can read the room very well. I can kind of gauge and kind of figure out how that person is or how I need to communicate with them or talk to them or bring them ideas or, like in your case, shut the fuck up and listen because maybe they just like talking,
Let them talk. Oh, tell me about that.
Yeah, tell me about. Let me hear it.
Well, Kyle, you have that. You talk about the level 3 thing that you.
Well, there's a level 3 warm up too. It's like tell me about. So you have them tell you about the thing, and then show me the thing, and then have them teach you about the thing. You can have them teaching you about the thing. So, for example, like when I was in residential roofing, for example, and home remodeling, if I saw a Corvette in the driveway or a fancy car, that's what I'm talking. It's like, what is this car?
Yeah.
Tell me about the thing. Hey, show me like what. Tell me more. Whatever. It's like, hey, let's go for a ride. Every single time I got in that car, and every time I got a ride,
So
I don't even need to. He's like, yeah, I want to go with you.
9 times out of 10, if you can find something personable
Yes.
about somebody, when I walk into their office, if I see mounts on the wall, they're a hunter, or they're an Astros player, or they're a
Yes.
Dallas Cowboys football lover. If you can match with somebody on something personable level, the sales part's easy.
100%.
They just want to feel that personality.
When you say you're a sales guy, it has a negative connotation too. But like, dude, if you're actually somebody that believes in your product and you can
100%.
stand, that's so important.
100%.
It's so
That's what I
important.
feel
that
from Mike.
that conviction.
100%.
Because when I'm talking about Epic, I have so much conviction that we're on the path to do something different, but also the right way.
Right.
And guess what? There's going to be friction along the way. There's going to be haters. There's going to be people trying to get in your way, 100%.
100%.
But if you have that conviction, your customer feels that conviction, and they feel confident to go with you.
Well, and then again, like to touch on that fact of you got to believe in what you sell, right? I've been, I guess, confronted multiple times on different OEs, different products. Hey, you come sell this, can you do that? I love Mack trucks.
Yeah.
There is nothing better than a Mack truck, in my opinion. And so whenever I'm sitting out there preaching a Mack truck and talking a Mack truck, people feel it. They know it. They can see it in my face and my emotions.
And they also you have to genuinely care too.
100%.
About taking care of the customer.
100%.
It's not about paycheck because
No.
if you take care of the customer, they'll take care of you.
Yes.
It goes both ways.
Yeah.
Because guess what? You're selling them the truck to make money to put food on their family's table, and in return, you sell a truck and you get a chance to reap the benefits of that. It's a mutual transaction.
Well, and I'm a firm believer in God, so I think if you do good things happen to you. And one of my boss Larry, laughs at me all the time because I'll quote a truck and I'll spec it out to somebody, and then through the weeks process of time, we'll do this, take this off, add this, and Larry's like, hey, did you make sure that we were good on numbers? I said, yeah, I think so. And then 9 times out of 10, he's always laughing at me. He's like, Mike, how did you do that? How did you sell this truck and make this profit? I don't know. I just figured it out and I just did it. It just comes to me. It's just easy.
Intuition.
It's just easy. And
again, you're not selling. You're literally just helping people solve a problem. You're just helping people.
I'm a problem solver.
Yeah.
I'm a problem solver.
Not even just that. You just problem solver. You get paid to solve problems.
That's it.
That's it.
The sooner that a salesperson can realize that, the better they can do, the more money they can make.
Like in roofing, for example, you got a leak in your roof. Let me fix it for you.
Yeah.
Here's my price.
Yeah.
You gotta go with some. You
have to get it done.
Yeah. And sometimes you're not gonna always make everybody happy in that industry, right? As you know, in sales, when you're selling roofs, sometimes Joe Blow down the street's gonna do it for cheaper. Hey, guess what? Go have Joe Blow do it. Hey, we can get this same truck cheaper down there. Okay, go ahead. But you're not gonna get the same level of customer service that you will through me.
So I'll say one more thing on inside baseball. I've learned that you get to a point where you believe so much in your product that you have extreme indifference. So when you're it's like, the who cares the least always wins. So there's a thing in commission breath. It's like, hey man, I'm just telling you the facts. Like, I don't care if you go with me or not, but here's the facts. I'd love to earn your business, but hey, let me give you somebody else's number to call.
Yeah.
And it's like the total give up. The give up psychology. They teach you that in sales, like the give up, take away, But it's like you naturally have that extreme indifference, and people are like, they're wanting more.
Why did he just do that?
Yeah, why did he just do that? He's not trying to sell me. And it's like the trust, the guardrails just
opens up.
Yeah,
absolutely, 100%.
Have an extreme indifference.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, on the subject of differences, at Epic, we're trying to do something different.
You guys definitely are.
I think being at the show has made me realize, we have some friends. Oh, wait, we now have some enemies.
Well, you've been in our market. You know that better than anyone.
But how do we, I guess, I'm just not used to having so many enemies. Like Kyle and I were joking before this. He's like, I love hand-to-hand combat, but now it's like I'm just have a hit on me.
I'm getting gang jumped now.
It tends to happen. I mean, again, even in my line of industry, I don't do anything wrong to anybody else, but I have guys that don't like me, right?
Yeah.
I mean, top performers
because
sometimes.
the way you post or the way you
top performers, you're not gonna. Not
so
everybody's gonna
lonely
like
at the
you.
top
It's
if
lonely
you
at
want
the
to
top,
rock
baby.
and roll. Long way to the top.
Oh, goodness gracious.
You get your butt whooped along the way.
Yeah, it's okay though. You take a lot of whoopings, but you get a lot of attaboys too. You know.
Yeah. Do you have an approach to your social media side? Like, is there a certain thing that you found that works really well, or something that's tactically been helpful there?
Man, I would say that videos are a big thing. People
Yeah.
like videos. I mean, what does everybody do at the end of the day when they're sitting on the couch trying to relax?
Short,
Death
scroll.
scroll.
Just scrolling, watching cool videos,
Yeah.
seeing cool pictures. The more informative you can be, the better that your engagement's going to be, right?
Yeah.
Because not a whole lot of people know or are knowledgeable in the septic field. So if you teach them about the different tank applications, different aluminums versus carbon steel,
Yeah.
vein pumps versus vac pumps, or jetters versus power washers, stuff like that. You get people more intrigued and more, not informative, but they're going to be more educated on what you're doing and kind of dig more into your profile and be like, well, what else does he have to offer here?
But that gives you the perception that you're a subject matter expert.
Yes,
You know what you're talking about.
And
And you are.
It's harder.
Well, we try to be,
Yeah.
because every day we learn something, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't, then you're probably not doing something right. Is the way I look at it. And you can never be too smart in your line of field. So if I don't have an answer, 9 times out of 10 you'll hear me say, "Hold on, let me get back to you because I'm gonna get us."
And
both
people
the
appreciate
answer.
that.
Absolutely.
People appreciate that.
They appreciate the honesty, because
Yeah.
in this day and age, a lot of people just bullshit their way through, to say the least, right? And I don't want to be a bullshitter, because people can see right through that. You know,
Hey, I don't have an answer. Give me a minute. I'll get right back to you.
100%.
And honestly, if like the person put him on speakers, like, hey man, this is guy. You actually hear it from the horse's mouth. Here you go.
And then 9 times out of 10, that's a tank question. As we're talking
Tim.
about the septic. Tim, hey, what
How
do we
many
do?
times you put Tim on speaker to a customer?
I can't even count. I don't have enough fingers or toes for that.
It's a team sale. I think
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
that's one of the things that I've seen Kyle do so well, where he's like, all right, let's bring the subject matter experts and let's powwow, and like, I'm just not from that world.
You assemble the
yeah.
team to get a job done. The who travels alone in any industry is going to get their butt whooped. You cannot do something extraordinary alone.
Yeah.
You're only as strong as the team you put together.
You're 100%.
I like that.
100%, dude.
And the stronger team you put together, the better you'll do, and the better everybody will
Because guess
do.
what? You can't be the top sales rep at Vanguard without a team.
Right.
You can't do it.
I would be nothing without my boss. I'd be nothing without the general managers. I'd be nothing without the marketing ladies behind us. I mean, they are who we are.
So you like working at Vanguard?
I love working at
Not
Vanguard.
at what's Buckner? Buckner is what's the
Bruckner's?
Bruckner's.
That's our competition.
I heard they tried to poach you a couple times.
No, they're
Lauren, you didn't hear that.
they're good cats too. I mean, I like I said, there's great OEs across the board, but I think I work for one of the top ones.
Rush.
Rush is a great one too. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good answer.
I'm actually surprised at how, because I'm used to a digital fight for things, and like people generally, it's like go to your bat cave work and then let the chips fall where they may. But this industry, you know your competitors inside. I mean, you'll sit down with these
100%.
guys, even, right?
100%. Yeah. I mean,
I'm not
I
used to
follow
that.
my competitors. I ask questions.
Yeah.
I'm not the stand in the shadows kind of guy. You know,
You're a hand-to-hand combat guy.
I'm a hand-to-hand combat. I put myself out there, whether you like it or not. Hey, how you doing? I'm Mike. You know, you teach me something, I'll teach you something. What do you do that works, and I'll tell you what I do that works. Because at the end of the day, I think that there's enough pizza on the pie for everybody,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I don't want the whole pie.
What's funny
I
is
just
that-
want just a little slice, because a little slice eventually over time makes a whole pie.
Yeah.
We see that in the septic industry. Everybody has, I don't want to say everybody. There's some really great septic companies out there, and I appreciate and respect a lot of people I've met in this industry. But there are people that have this mindset of scarcity. It's like, oh my God, like I had to plant my flag on the map because there's not enough work out there. I have a mindset of abundance. There's too much work. Please, more people come into the industry. Let's raise the bar together.
Right.
You know?
Right.
When you have that mindset of abundance, you'll never go hungry.
100%.
At all.
Yep.
So-
Yep. And you got to be. You got to keep your feet planted, right? You can't let that head get too big, right?
Yes.
Otherwise, you won't be able to walk through doors, and then your ego will prove
Eat you
itself.
alive.
Yes,
Yep.
it will. Yes, it will.
That's why you always have to like find somebody that's better than you.
Absolutely.
It's like please, like you're the top sales rep, but sure you're like, where's my competition? You know?
Well, no, I mean, I have people in this field, and I talk to them, and I ask them stuff. I mean, like I said, one of my counterparts that works for another OE dealer, he does what I do with American Tank, but for another tank manufacturer. And I mean, every year when we go to the Mack trip, we're sitting there rubbing each other's shoulders. Hey, well, what worked for you this year? Well, what worked for you? Hey, did you see this break out better? Or did you see this work out better? Or, we can all help each other, right? Because this world's big enough.
And speaking of the Mack trip, literally just like an hour ago, you're going to Mexico.
Yeah, we're going to Cabo.
So you want for what is that for? Tell people.
So every year Mack hosts a
Mack or Vanguard?
Mack.
Oh.
Mack does. Mack hosts the top tier guys in the entire United States get to go to a all inclusive, all paid for trip
That's cool.
for a
Do
week.
you get a +1?
Yes, we get a
Are
+1.
you going to bring a +1?
Of course. You don't just go to the beach by yourself. Come on now.
Okay. I guess he's got to go to the dance hall.
Boot scoot and boogie, we'll find somebody, I'm going to tell you.
Need Mexico date.
It's fun to sit down with you because you have a larger than life personality. You've done such a wonderful job on your personal brand, but I think you've also done a good job of like understanding the subject matter, and you
Right.
grew up around trucks
Right.
and like you
Makes
have
it
that
easy.
experience. It comes naturally
Yeah.
to you in many ways, but we're really grateful for our relationship and how you've been so helpful for Epic and the
Absolutely.
growth story here.
Absolutely.
I guess for people to connect with you, and we've talked about it, but like in this case, is the best place to connect with Mike as at Mackdaddy Mike on Instagram
Instagram?
and social, or
Yeah,
what's
Instagram, Facebook. I got LinkedIn. I mean,
Yeah.
I got email. You can holler at me on my cell, 936-537-9487 anytime.
Oh,
Text,
no.
call,
we got to
email.
bleep that out.
whatever
There's gonna be
you
a lot
need.
of people watching this. Who's this guy?
I love it.
Man,
Yeah.
you never know. I might catch me a combo date on that one, you know?
Well, thank you, Mike, for
Yes,
sitting
sir.
down
Appreciate
with us.
you
Yeah.
guys.
Thanks,
Hey,
Mike. Appreciate
been
you.
a pleasure, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, sir.